Okay, I just listened to the short clips that I did, and heard either sniffing or hard breathing. So I'm going to try and control that. I'm not sure which it is. In any case, I did a whole clip, and who knows what I said. But anyways, we'll say it again. This is COVID-19. Rosalind Hernandez, Felicia Kavanaugh. Hernandez, yeah, don't forget the Hernandez here in Mexico. That's the name they use. I'm here in self-imposed isolation, but also by the government, the municipal government, for people my age, and because I have some what they call comorbidities. What an awful word. It just means that you have some other conditions that put you at high risk, and mine is chronic bronchitis. So there you have it. So Vidal, if you listen to this, you have a comorbidity. So you should, even with your, what do you call that mask? That laughing mask? Oh man, the name just doesn't come to me, but be careful. Anyhow, here we are. And I want to say that it's not that easy to be in quarantine or in isolation or at home all the time, but there's lots you can do. And I'm a person who gets overwhelmed by 301 tasks that have to be done, and now I've got no excuse to not do them. However, each of us can probably relate in some way or another, unless you're OCD, which I certainly am not. In any case, there's lots that we can do still because we have the advantage of technology. And I want to encourage you to keep in touch with people, not just by dropping a message. You do have time now. Before, we didn't have time, perhaps, and that was our own fault, to catch. Even it wasn't always our fault. Sometimes at the other end, people were never home. They were running here, they were running there. They're at work, and there was no contact. So now people mostly are at home. So we can actually do this, exactly what I'm doing. So yesterday, for instance, in the morning, I contacted my great nephews, and really just the littlest one, Connor, was listening to the story called Yucky and Yummy. Wasn't it a good story, Connor? And eventually Austin came along, and I was able to say hi to all of them. And you know, I haven't seen their faces except on Facebook forever. And Maggie, of course, my beloved Maggie. So it was wonderful. And then later on in the afternoon, I called Diana. Diana, who lives here, but who's unable to get out and about, and has been that way for a long time, long before COVID. And so she's what you call a shut-in. And so this kind of call for her is magnificent. And you know what? It just occurred to me. We can do this now. We couldn't do it. In my lifetime, years ago, we couldn't do this, and now we can. And then later on in the evening, Ron and I are taking turns reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe to both sets of grandkids in their respective homes. Because with WhatsApp, and probably with other applications, you can have up to 4 people online at once. And it's just a wonderful thing. So, and of course, I keep up with things at the hospital, messaging back and forth and trying to help even by online stuff. So that's what we're here for. We're here to help and to pray and to be God's people. So if you need me, don't hesitate to call. I might not be able to go out, but sometimes just by telephone. I've always done that. By telephone, I can often solve an issue. I love problem solving. But if you need a prayer and a word of encouragement, then I encourage you to give us a call, because that is why we are here as well. And again, although we may not be able to put our arms around you, we love you and we want to pray for you. So keep in touch. God bless.